What's good, homies? We are live from sunny and hot. It's gonna push a hundo today, so go to the beach. Sunny and hot, South Central Los Angeles, California. Today is definitely going to be a beach day, and one day soon I'm going to do a live stream from the beach because that'll be amazing. So good. I'm switching things up now. While my lower self might be a recovering codependent narcissist, it's not really who I am. I'm really my higher self. No pun intended. My higher self isn't a codependent narcissist, isn't a recovering codependent narcissist. My higher self is awareness in the service of love. That's who I truly am. Thank you to Tom Campbell for reminding me of this. Thank you to Huda for doubly reminding me of this. I appreciate you too, beyond words. I know that I might not be there yet at my heart level, but intellectually, that's who I am. I'm awareness in the service of love, and I'm working on it daily. In the present moment, I work on this thing all the time. So soon. Today, my challenge, my struggle is really to fully integrate the concepts of trust and faith. Humans operate at two different levels. Tom Campbell talks about the intellectual level and the being level. A different metaphor would be operating from the head versus operating from the heart. And we as humans, we in, I guess, just mostly Western culture, which is pretty pervasive in this world nowadays. Western culture and its beliefs have us mostly operating from the intellect. Logic and reason are the tenets of Western civilization. Intuition, operating from the heart, isn't really given much credence in our culture. I mean, come on, how many classes in school did you take that were focused on expanding your intuition? Probably zero. If you did take a class on how to grow your intuition, I would love to know what those classes were like. Where did you go to school? Where did you grow up? That's so badass. Our hearts are really the master. Our intellects should be directed from our hearts. When I'm cut off from my emotions, when I'm cut off from my feelings, I'm also disconnected from my intuition. I'm disconnected to a huge part of what it means to be human, what a huge part of what it means to be alive. Huge red flag that nobody talks about. Intellectually, I know about trust and faith. Intellectually, I know that I must trust in the abundance of this reality. Intellectually, I know that I need to have faith in an unconditionally loving higher power. Yet neither of these two concepts has quite made it into my being level yet. Not yet, but soon, because I have an intent that this will happen. I declare now that my intent is to experience trust and faith at the intuitive level. It's all changing, suckers. This is what it means to go all the way. Our intent, our will, that is the energy of the universe. Just having an intent to have this move from my intellect into my heart means that it will. I'm not sure when or how, but I know that it will, because these are some of the rules of this reality. It seems paradoxical, as most spiritual lessons that, as kind of like all spiritual lessons are seemingly paradoxical, that to have trust, I must have an intent to trust. And to have faith, I must have an intent to have faith. That's how this reality works. I used to think that it was the opposite. I used to think that maybe an outside occurrence would happen. I'm not sure how this was going to happen, but maybe it would happen. And then after this experience, this occurrence happened, then I would have trust. Something magical would happen, and then I would have faith. Wrong, wrong, wrong. When thoughts opposites of these two concepts show up in my mind, I immediately override them. This is why I meditate, I am not my thoughts. I am the observer of my thoughts. Whoa. Always whoa when I think about that. For an example, when a thought of scarcity or lack dares to creep into my thought stream, I instantly override this thought with thoughts of unlimited abundance. This is what alchemy is. This is transmutation. I think of the abundance of air, the abundance of nature, the abundance of sunlight that all exist around me. And then I smile and move these thoughts into my feelings. I move them from my head into my heart. I'm transmutating. Transmutation. I'm transmutating. That's a weird word. And then the trick is to feel it. To feel that abundance. I feel the sunlight on my skin. I feel the air in my lungs. I see and hear and feel the nature that surrounds me. The birds, the bugs, the people, everything. Feeling is key. Feeling is so key. Without feelings, are we even human? Without feelings, we're just in a chat room. We're just AOL chat room. Just conversating. And that disconnects us from a huge part of what it means to be alive, our feelings. When I have doubts about this reality not being unconditionally loving, I transmute that self-doubt, that negative self-talk as well. I remind myself how far I've come in 1 year, 2 years, 8 years. It's been 8 years since my dad passed away, which was really the catalyst for my spiritual growth and development. Thanks, Dad. I'm forever grateful to you. You taught me my greatest lesson. My higher power has been directing me since I began this spiritual path, and really even more so since I fully surrendered to the warrior's path about 2 years ago. It's been about 2 years, really, this Lion's Gate that we're going through right now, but that's a whole other subject. My higher self's been directing me because I am it. I am my own higher power. I am it. There is no separation between my higher power and myself. This is the illusion of separation. This is what I am trying to transcend. This is what we're all trying to transcend. This is that core wound, that separation that all humans feel. And in overcoming the separation, I'm able to help others. I'm able to help others because what we're trying to do here is to try to walk each other home. If you doubt your power, you power your doubt. And if you find this message, you too are searching for truth. The truth that there is no separation between you and your higher power. So I hope this message gives you courage to continue. Thank you for letting me share, and thank you for letting me be of service. Later.